Hi everyone, this is Rashid Ahmed and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'd like to talk with you about one of the most genius people ever that was created on this planet. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Yes, Albert Einstein. Today we're going to talk about him. Let's go. So today we're going to talk about Albert Einstein. We know all about Albert Einstein. We read about him in the books that he was a very intelligent man. He had so many theories. He got Nobel Prize maybe once or twice. He had maybe three nationalities. Did I mention that he was a professor in physics, which I was very stupid at physics at high school teacher, so I always complain about that. But what I do like about Albert Einstein is that his hidden face. I do like his wisdom. I do like his talks, his proverbs, his quotes. I do like the way he thought and all these things. So we're not going to talk about all these things today, but we're going to focus about the way he died and his end, okay? So Albert Einstein, when he was about to die, his closest friend was beside him. His closest friend, he was a doctor. So he explained his story, the way he died and all these things. So he said when Albert Einstein was about to die, he was lying in the bed. He had a pen in his hand and a paper, and he was writing some German words. That was his originality. He said when Albert Einstein died, he took the body to the operating room, he shaved his hair, cut his skull, and stole his brain from his head. He did this, and then he gave the family the body for burning because that wasn't his will. He did this. He wanted to know why Albert Einstein was so smart, genius, intelligent, more than you ever think, know, or believe. He then took Albert Einstein's brain to the laboratory and started to examine his brain over and over again under the microscope till he reached something very important. Let me explain something. You know, all of us, me and you, we have two types of nerve cell. We have neurons and we have neuralgia. Neurons, they never divide. And neuralgia, they do divide in our bodies during life. What that doctor discovered in Albert Einstein's brain, he discovered that the neurons, or maybe the neuralgia, they were much more than the neurons in the right lobe of Albert Einstein's right lobe of his cerebrum. That's why his cells were getting larger. That's why his brain was getting bigger and bigger during life. He then started to divide Albert Einstein's brain to 144 pieces and started to send some pieces to some scientists at a time for another discovery. You know, recently some scientists and professors, they came up with a new idea. They said, hey, wait, Albert Einstein, he was sick. What do you mean? They said Albert Einstein, he had a condition called autism. They said that based on some symptoms in science, they noticed on Albert Einstein's personality. They said Albert Einstein, he was acting weird, and because of that, he might have this condition. They said that based on some symptoms, like they said Albert Einstein, he was all the time preferred to stay alone all the time. He never stayed with other people for a long time. Albert Einstein, he was addicted to cigarettes. He was a very bad smoker. And they said Albert Einstein never looked your eyes when they're talking to the person in front of him. And based on the symptoms and the signs, they said, and many more, they said Albert Einstein, he might have this condition, but come on, Albert Einstein, he was sick. This is stupid and ridiculous, right? You know, we all know that Albert Einstein, one of the most genius and intelligent people ever on this planet that was created. You know, as I told you before, that Albert Einstein, what I do like about his wisdom, you know, recently when I'm searching about him, when I'm searching and looking about him, I read something about him. I don't know if it's nice or bad, but did you know that Albert Einstein was offered to be the president of Israel? Come on. This is my first time to know that. Definitely you're surprised now, right? But he rejected that down. He was not a politician. He didn't like politics, and he rejected that offer down. You know what I do like about Albert Einstein, as I told you before, that I do like his wisdom. So he was the one that always believed that nobody on this planet is stupid. He was always saying that everyone's a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend what it's like believing that is stupid. He was the one that always saying that imagination is more important than knowledge. He was the one who said, which I do like, he said, the problems we have today can't be solved by the same thinking we used once we created them. He was the one who said, which I do like the most, he said, if you can't explain something simply, you didn't understand it well enough. And that is so deep to me. I don't expect you to have to learn it and know the exact meaning about it right now, but it is so good and nice. Well, that was a little bit about Albert Einstein. That was a little bit about his knowledge, his wisdom. That was a little bit about his end and all these things. Well, I hope, guys, that you enjoy the video. If you like it, please subscribe right now and leave a comment. And see you guys next time. Thank you.